Okay, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. If you can hear me clearly, you can just type on the comment section. We we're about to start. Okay. So this is going to be really an engaging session. We are talking about basic and Microsoft Excel. Well, that's what we're handling. Basic and Microsoft Excel training. And if I want you to just respond, how many of you have been have done something on Microsoft Excel before? How many of us are okay? Yeah, Miriam, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so um, I'm going to be projecting my screen. I'm going to be projecting my screen so that we all see my screen. So sorry, just hold on, please. I'm coming. I'm trying to project my screen so that we all see my screen. Okay, almost there. Okay, so um, this is my screen. Yes, explore maths. You're saying that you have once connected to, you've once used Microsoft Excel. So this is Microsoft Excel, and what you can see here is when you click on Microsoft Excel like this, they're in boxes. If you can hear me loud and clear, please just type. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type. Okay. So they are actually in boxes, and these boxes are called cells. So when you are opening Microsoft Excel for the first time, this is what you are going to see. You're going to see this. So I'm using an older version of Microsoft Excel so that you'll be conversant with the Microsoft Excel. Even when you get to use the new one, the new applications, at least you are conversant to some certain things in Microsoft Excel before we take over, before you go over to the newer versions. But this is what you see for a basic Microsoft Excel when you see them. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and these are cells. So when I click on this cell here, I'm in A1. So we have this 1, 2, 3, 4 down to 25 that you can see here. And we have this A, B, C down to U here. But one thing about Excel is that Excel is so large. Okay? Excel is so large that you can put in as many as possible. So when we get to U, when you go down, we still have V, X, Y, Z. Then it starts from AA, down to AZ. Then BA. So it continues like that. So if we want to see it, if you want to see it, You hold your control key and press side. When you hold your control key and press side, it takes you to XFD. So these particular cells started from A1 and ended in XFD1. So what that means is that in Excel, we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. You can put in as many data you want to put in this particular sheet. So Excel is just like your text, your notebook. You have different sheets. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to be jumping in to see what is the comments as it keeps going. To see just the comments as it keeps going. I just hope everyone are connected and seeing things clearly. Okay, so from A1, you hold your control key down to press direction. So it takes you to XFD. So hold your control, your right key. Hold your control, your left key takes you back to A1. Hold your control, down key. So you see down, we have 1,048,576. So what that means is that you can put in over 1 million data in one particular sheet. So usually, so if you hold your control up, it takes you back to A1. Usually, I see a lot of people make this mistake. They want to create an Excel. They open these Excel sheets. They work on these particular sheets. When they work on this particular sheet, they want to do another task again. They create a new Excel. So to create a new Excel, you go to File, you click on New. So these are different templates here and all that, asking you different templates. Do you want all these templates? These are online templates that do you want them, or recent templates, sample templates, your own templates that you've created, the new form existing. But I need a new template. So when I click on new template, okay, create. So it creates a new template, a new blank sheet for me. So this is a new blank sheet that I'm working with right now. When, remember, we have sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3. On this sheet, I can right click on this sheet. Just put your mouse on the sheet like this, right click, click on rename. I can name this as project Sam. I can go to sheet 2, click on it, right click, rename it to project Bayo. I can click on the sheet 3, right click, rename it, and click on project MD. So I can have as many sheets here by just clicking on this insert sheet, this button here. So you are going to see it on your Microsoft Excel. I can click on it. It brings out a fourth sheet. I can double click it, or instead of me to right click, double click and just type, let's say, Samsung. So if I'm doing a project for Samsung, I can just type Samsung, okay? I can insert another sheet there, double click, and type Nokia. Okay, so I can insert as many sheets here. So I guess we understand that. If you do not understand that, if you want me to go back, please just put it on the comments sheet there. Okay, someone is saying, can I zoom in? Okay, so let me zoom in again. Okay, so this is what I was trying to explain. So this is cell A1. When I put my mouse here, A2. So we have the cell name box here. Anytime I click on a cell, it tells me the cell's name. D3, E9. But it is very, very important that you know how to identify it. You see, it is highlighted E9. So you don't need to use this name box. Okay, here is a formula bar. Whatsoever I type here shows on the formula bar. And we have three things here on the formula bar. X is to cancel, this is to accept, and this is to insert a formula. We'll go down to formula as we keep progressing. But these are just basic things that you need to understand about Microsoft Excel. Okay? When you type, you see the I beam is still blinking. When you type on a cell, the I beam will still be blinking at the end. So when I type like this, the I beam is blinking. Until I press enter key, it moves to another cell. So when I click on it, so here you are, your boss is telling you, so let me pick someone's name here. Somebody, okay, someone, Messi. So Messi, let me use you as a case study. Video is not clear. If video is not clear, turn off your data and turn it on back again. If your video is not clear, turn off your data and turn it on back again. Okay. Okay. So Sunday, you're welcome. Messi, Oluwashiu, Miriam, you guys are welcome. I guess you guys are finding this interesting. So your boss is giving you a task, Messi, and says, prepare a registration sheet for people. So what you do first of all is come to A1, you type serial number, enter. So enter takes you down. So what you can do, you can use tab. Tab takes you to your right, moves it to your right. So serial number, full name, tab. So he wants a registration sheet, full name, sex, tab, then address, then what is again? Let's say timing, then timeout. So seeing this like this, if you look clearly, full name is not, the E is not displaying very well. So that's where arranging your cell comes in. So in between every cell, there's a line that demarcates each cell. So that makes each cell unique. So I'm in A1, I'm in B1. So A1 cannot extend to B1. So where the only way A1 can extend to B1 is when we merge. I'm going to be talking about merge. Okay. So here we have serial number, full name, sex, address, timing. But these cells looks pretty small for people to type, put in their full name, their sex. Okay, this can actually take in address. Oh, address is very, very small. So this is a cell bar. When you take your mouse to the cell, you see an arrow is pointing down. When you click on it, it highlights the entire cell down to the 1 million and something. But I don't want that. I want to make full name bigger. So I take my mouse in between it to that line. You see, it forms an arrow showing the two sides. I click and drag. So some people's name are going to be longer. So I just click and drag. So here should be enough. Address, I come to address also. I click and drag also. Okay. So when you check your Excel, you are seeing an invisible line. You're seeing a gray tiny line. Please note that when you print this thing out, there will not be any line to demarcate this. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So I've spoken, let me do a recap. I spoke to you about cell, that these cells, they extend down from A to G, as you're seeing, you can hold your control key, press your right direction, it takes you to XFD. You can go back to A1, and you can go down, you can put in over 1,048,576 data here, and you can go back to A1 holding your control and up. Okay, so, and video still not clear, please, Mr. Bayo, I would appreciate maybe you do. Is this for everyone? Please, if you're going through Bayo's kind of challenge, let me know. If it's clear from your side, just say it is clear. Okay, if it's clear from your end, just say it is clear. Okay, so let me see again if I can display just to a particular share the screen, Windows. Okay, yeah. Aha. So and I also said that you can type in anything, and whatever you type shows on your formula bar. Your name box, your cell name shows you the name of the cell you are working with. Your formula bar shows you whatever you are typing on that particular cell. So B1, full name, sex C1, address D1, timing E1, then timeout F1. Okay, so maybe, so if, for example, there's supposed to be a date on this particular thing, date before time in and time out, instead of me to now come here to delete time in and time out, I can as well just insert another column. So what can I do? I just right click on E, insert, and you see it appears here. I can adjust it, just type date. So like I said, you can right click on C, not on the cell. Don't right click on the cell. Right click on the C. So this A, B, C, D is actually called a frame. This frame is what holds these cells together. If not, it's just like the way you have pillars in every house. You are laying block without pillars, the bricks will fall off. So these cells will fall off without this frame. A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 down. So whenever you want to insert a cell straight down like that, right click. You want to insert columns, insert. The same thing, I type 1, enter, 2, 4, 6. Oh, I made a mistake. I can right click on 4. Right click on the 4 frame, insert. So insert, and I put 3 there. I can right click on 6, right click, insert, and just put 5 there. I hope we're getting this. I hope we're getting this. Adese Precious, you're saying the video is not clear. Please, I would advise you turn off your data and turn it on back again. Okay. Let me just put it there. Turn off data and turn it back on. My internet is on 5G, so it actually connected, so I will not say it's because for we for we to be able to display this, I had to connect to a 5G network so that the network will actually be strong. Will not have any internet interference or issues or challenges. Okay, so please, maybe the weather is quite challenging over there, but let's see. Okay, so as I was saying, let's go back to Microsoft Excel again. Okay, so we have serial number, full name. So we inserted this. So let's say we want to delete this. This was a mistake. Right click on the same C and delete. So it deletes the entire column straight down to the end. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to formatting this, if you are used to Microsoft Word, formatting this is just like using Microsoft Word. Okay. Formatting this is just, you can just come to this one, select it. So it highlights the entire cell from A1 to XFX1. And you can click on bold. Okay, so it boldens it. Okay, so the same kind of italics, underline, the same kind of formatting. But here's the tricky part. So let's do here down to 7, 8, 9, then we have 10. Sometimes when you want to do up to 100, you may not have the luxury of typing 11. What you can do is just click on 11, click and drag down to 8. Click on 11, click and drag down to 8. When you click and drag down to 8, you see this little node. There's a little node there, a little rectangle from what you just dragged. There's a little rectangle there. Let me zoom in. There's a little rectangle there. So you can take, you see my mouse is showing a bigger cross. But when I take my mouse down to that little rectangle there, it forms a smaller cross, dark cross. I just click and drag. You see, automatically it's numbering. 16. So I can do this down to 100. Okay, so I get to 100. When I get to 100, I release my mouse. So you click and drag for you to be able to do that. So let me go back again. I delete. So let me go back and delete. So we have serial number. Serial number. I have 1, 2, 3. I want to do up to 100. I just click on 3 on that cell where I type 3, drag down to 1. Come down to that little rectangle, the highlighted cells, click and drag down. Okay. The same thing if I have A, B, C. I can click on C, highlight down to A, click and drag. Sorry, that's not the. I click and drag down. So I'm duplicating A, B, C, D down to this place instead of typing it over and over again. So, but for numbers, it gives you 1, 2, 3 down to 100. Excel is a mathematical platform. Okay. So here we have serial number. I spoke about these invisible lines. So when I print out, there will not be lines showing. So that's where I highlight down to timeout. I come to border. We all know this in Microsoft Word. Come to border. I select all borders. So it puts a line around it. So when I print it out, it's going to show these lines. You can come to this border, select this top side, and select a top border, maybe a thick top border. So you see it's thicker here. So it differentiates it from the others. I know that. So you can play around it. You can even, for formatting, for those of us who have done Microsoft Word, we're not doing Microsoft Word, so I'm just trying to touch it. So you can also give it a color. One thing in Excel, if you do not highlight or click on that particular cell, whatever you want to do there will not work. So I can as well click on this entire cell and say I want them center alignment. So it's centered aligned. I can say left alignment. I can say right alignment. Okay, so but I want them center alignment. Okay, I can click on full name and increase the font size, increase the font style. I can also, this is also used to decrease and increase in Microsoft Excel. I can do text wrapping. So text wrapping is a situation whereby I type in this little cell, I type this is a boy who goes to school. I press my enter key. You see it's extending down to D. But even if I click on D, D is still there, but it's extending. So I can click on text wrapping. Text wrapping it, I want it to fit on that particular cell. I want it to fit on that particular, in that particular cell. I don't know, can everyone get me? Is everyone understanding what I'm saying and what we are doing? Okay. Okay, so these are the ways where so text wrapping makes you take a particular word that is long instead of it extending down to the other cell, because you may have typed something. So let's go back. I may have typed something here. I type address number 1 Osusu Street. You see, because I've typed something here on D3, whatever I typed here on C3 is not showing. I'm just saying this is a, I'm not saying it. It's only my formula bar that is showing me that this is a boy who goes to school. So I can as well just click on text wrap so that everything shows at a glance, or click on it to go back to where it is. It does not matter. So that's for text wrapping. Okay. So I can come here, copy, and come here and paste. So copy and paste. However, in Microsoft Excel, when I copy, there are different paste options here for me. I can paste here, normal paste. I can paste here as a formula. I can paste here formula and numbers formatting. I can paste here keep source formatting. I'm saying that keep the formatting. So I colored it black. I gave it red color and all that. So paste it that way. So no borders, paste it, no borders. Keep source column width. Okay. Then transpose. There are different post options here, paste options here. Paste as value, that paste as numbers. Paste as values and numbers. Paste as values and source formatting. Other formatting, paste link, paste as picture. Okay, then linked picture. Okay, so these are different options of pasting that you can use. Okay, but when we are dealing with numbers, we'll see that coming. Okay, so I've taught you guys about text wrapping. So take for example, I remove this. I want to use merge and center. This is a boy goes to school extended down to D. I can click on cell C3, drag it to cell D3, click on merge and center. So you see here we have a separate cell. Here we have a separate cell. But here it's identify it as C3 because I combined C3 and D3 together. That's what merge does for you. So we have merge and center, we have merge across, we have merge cell, we have unmerged cell. So I can unmerge this cell and it goes back to its initial stage. Okay? Is everyone still here with me? Is everyone still here? Still here? Please respond. Please respond. We want your response, please. Okay. We want your response, please. Please respond. It's very important. We want to be sure that everyone is getting us and we're all together. Please respond if you can hear me. If you respond, if you can, if you're participating. Okay. Someone is saying yes, sir. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Ademola Taiwo. Okay. Okay. Explore maths. That's good. Okay. So let's go to okay. Yes, Julius Debayo. Okay, thank God your internet is it's working clearly now. I think shows that it works. Well done. Okay. So so whenever you're doing normal formatting on Microsoft Word, it can happen here. Normal formatting. So take for example, I text wrapped. When I text wrap, if you see this text is showing on the bottom. So this is alignment on the bottom. This is alignment at center. This is alignment at the top. It is different from your left alignment, center alignment, and your right alignment. So top, center, and bottom. Usually we do top. A lot of us. So I type my name, Coach John. You see it's at the bottom. I can click top, address, 1 Osusu Street, Lagos. Today's date is 14 October 2023. Timing, I think we started around 10, let's say 20 a.m. Okay. So they're all bottom, 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 bottom. So I'll just click on top, highlight these two, top. So you see the numbering also, I can do top. So what that means is that I can highlight here and just select top. So all the numbers are on top. I can come here to the cell frame here, this demarcation, click and drag up so that it fits. There are no space there. Okay. Then let me create all border here so that there'll be a line. You see, the line was up. So this is a very neat work. So I can put Julius, sex May, address 1 Osusu. You see, because I'm typing Osusu, Excel can just bring it out. If that's what you need to type, they just press tab. I can put 14th. You see, because if that's what you need to type there, just press tab. It goes to the other. Then I think Julius, you came earlier before me, so let's put 10:10 a.m. So this is how it works on a normal Microsoft Excel sheet. You can key in data, you can put in data, you go to your file, save as. Okay, I don't need to teach that. I believe a lot of us would have known that by now. But if you do not know that, please, the WhatsApp admins on the page, you can send them a WhatsApp message saying, please, I don't know how to save. I don't know how to open existing documents. So if you do not know how to save and open existing documents, please, you can send a WhatsApp message and say, please, I don't know how to save and I don't know how to open existing documents. And that will be shown to you. Okay. Maybe a 30 seconds video will be sent to you on how that can be done. So this is just basic. What you're saying here is just basic thing. So for some persons who say, oh, I want to work in a business center and all that, these are just business center basic kind of Microsoft Excel, keying data, putting the borders and all that. But where the tricky part comes is where someone tells you, I want everything you just typed on Excel, I want it on one page. So that's where the tricky part comes in. I want everything we just typed now, I want it on one page. So when you go down to File, you click on Print. You see it previews here on this side. Sorry, I can't zoom this, but whichever we just try and look at this. Uh, if you see here, we have the last year timing and no timeout. So what we can do is to click here, show margins. Click here, it shows all the margins here. I shift this margin. You see, when I shifted the timeout came out. I can also shift this margin to this last place here. So what that means is that I can go back to home, highlight 10 to this thing and 8 and still bring it down. So let's do it down to 30. I can select it down to timeout, all border. So it creates all border. Okay. So let's do this as mail. Okay. So I can go back to the file, print. You see, it's showing it extensively down to 30. Okay. So I can select the printer and click on print. But what if in a situation whereby the person has more than 30? So let's do a situation. So we're talking about someone said, fit this thing into one page. So I go here, let's do it down. Okay, so this is where I wanted to come in. These dotted lines that you're seeing here tells you this is where page one ended. So page one ended in H. So it started from A to H because I clicked on margins on print preview. So I'm seeing it. So in this case, I know that 43 to down to 45 cannot enter page one. And if we go down to file, print, you're seeing 42 showing there. So remember I clicked on margins here, this place, show margins, and it showed all these dotted lines that represent each column down. So I can come here and click and drag it up. So you see 43 has come in. I can go and shift here up again and take here up again. 45 has come in. I can come down here, sorry, here, shift it down and shift it down. So what that means, I can still put 46, 47, 48 here. So I go back to home, you see, I can highlight, put it down to 47. Let's try 50. Let's try 50. Let's see, want to do down to 50. So the dotted lines ended at 47. So I want to do down to 50. I can go down there again, print, and it's showing me. So I'm seeing that, oh, there's an issue here. Cell, this number 2 here is big. I can go back to home. Instead of me to click and drag, I can click on it like this, double click. Let me go back again and show you that. I can just come here instead of clicking and dragging like this. It may not give me the exact cell the way every other cells are. I can just double click, automatically goes to where it is, and I scroll down and you see 50 has entered. So when I go to my print preview, you see I have 1 to 50 here, and I can now print. So you select the printer. If you have more than one printer, you select the printer, then you print. Okay, that's how it is done. Okay, but what if in a situation, let's go back to home. What if it's a situation your boss now tells you, put a header? Why will you just print something like this out? You didn't put a heading. What you can do is just click on one, right click. I showed you how to insert cell. So it inserts. Click on one again, insert. So I want to put a heading between the timeout and serial number. So what I do is I click on cell A1, highlight it down to cell G, merge and center. So I type aid planet registration sheet. Okay, aid planet registration sheet. I type it there. When I put it there like that, you see, I can bolding it. Okay, I can bolding it, and when I go to my file, print, you see it's showing at the top level there. But what happened? 48 and 49 and 50 is no longer there on the sheet. So I can come back to home and reduce the spacing between the header 8 planet registration sheet and the parameters that we have there. So 49 has been able to enter, but 50 has not been able to enter. So what can I do? I can select A4, hold your shift key on your keyboard down to 50, and come down to the line, the cell frame line, and reduce the height. Come down to my text and give it 8. So I'm saying that whatever I type here should take a font size of 8. So when I go down to my preview, print preview, you see, so I can put in even more details here. Okay, I can put in more cells here. So it has reduced. Let's go back to home. Let's check it out. So I still have here, I can come here, highlight like this, the entire thing, and let's see. Let's go back. It was going above, okay? So you see, it took down to 64. Okay? So I hope we understand this. Please, if you understand all this, please. Oh, sir, you are fast. Okay, please tell me where did I lost you, please. Please tell me where did I lost you. Please tell me where did I lost you. So if you want me to go back to a particular place, please just mention it on the comment section. If you want me to go back, this is Coach John. If you want me to go back, please just mention it on the message box there. Please just mention it. Please, you can invite as many people as you want to. Let them connect to this free training. Some persons have said, you are doing free. People want to collect money. That's why you're doing free. But sometimes you have to give out for you to be able to get some things back. Okay, so it's a free training. It's not a paid training. Okay, so please invite as many people that you think needs to join this training. Okay, so you said explain the header. So someone is saying, please, that header, explain it again. Okay. Is there anything you want us to go back? Is there any place area you want us to go back? You want us to go back anywhere you want us to go back? Okay. So okay. So any place you want us to go back? Any place you want us to go back? So just let us know, please. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. Only one person has connected. Okay. Only one person. Um, okay. Okay, so let me explain the header back again. Let's go back there, header back again. Okay, so I'm going to be doing copying all this again. I'm going to copy all these, Control C, then go to Samsung. Let me paste it here on Samsung. So this was what we were doing. So let me zoom. So remember, I said full name is not showing properly, and this cell is so small for people to type their name. So you can use this cell frame here in between them to resize it. Address, you can resize it. Date can be resized. Okay. So others are perfect. So I can even reduce serial number. So like I said, you want to make effect on a particular column, you just click on the cell frame, which is A, B, or C, or D, or E. Click on it, do left alignment, center alignment, or right alignment. But we're using center alignment for this. Then, so like I said, when you go to File, Print, and you want to print out this, and your boss is saying, there needs to be a header on this thing. Why are you not putting header on this thing? Just go back to home. Click on one, okay? Right click, insert. It inserts a row above it. Right click again, insert. It inserts another one, so we now have two on top. You can click on A1, click and drag that A1 and drag it to G. Click on merge and center. Then type aid planet registration sheet. Enter key. So aid planet registration sheet, I can click back on it, click on bold. I can even come to color, give it a color, but I don't want to do that, but just leave it like that. So the space in between year and year and this address, you see it's big. I can come to reduce the height. Okay. When you go back to your print, you'll see that it is showing right there on your preview. Then you can print out. Okay. Okay. I hope that was clear. Please, how do I set the cell border to show during print preview? Okay. The border. Okay. So I set these on the border. Okay. Ola Oluwa, I hope I've been able to answer your question. How do you print a full page on Excel? Okay, on Microsoft Excel. I'm going to be showing that also. How do you print a full page on Microsoft Excel? Okay, so let's attend to Ademola Taiwo first. Okay, thank you very much, Ola Oluwa. Thank you very much for getting that. Okay, so how do we set the cell border to show during print preview? How do we set the cell border to show during print preview. Okay, so let's go back to this. So remember I said this particular cell, when they come, they have in this gray line that is very tiny, that you need to look at it clearly for you to see it. These lines there, when you go to file, print, you see the print preview is not showing anything. It's not displaying anything because there's no border there. So we go back to home. I want to highlight A1 to F1 down to 8. I go to my normal border. Border, it's in your Microsoft Word, is in Microsoft Excel, is in Microsoft PowerPoint. Just click on that arrow beside it there. Select all border. So when I go to file, print, see it's showing there. These are the borders showing. Taiwo, I believe you've been able to get it. These are all the borders showing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you can get the full video. The full video will still be online. We'll see. We'll just put that for today. We're going to be taking it off. We're going to be taking it off. We'll do that for today. So you need to be fast in going through the videos today. So the videos you asked, if the videos are going to be live, going to be there after the live session. Yes, it's going to be there, but it's going to be for there for a limited time. Okay. So Ademola Taiwo, you said, how do I set the cell border? I've shown that how to set the cell border. Please respond if you've gotten it. Please respond if you've gotten it. Um, Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for your response. Um, how do you print a full? Let me see. That what was the question. I saw that. How do you print? Okay, yes. At the Bidemi, okay, Bidemi is saying how to print a full page on Excel. So, how to print a full page on Excel is just the same way I showed you. Just when you've done everything, done all your formatting and all that, or everything is set, just go to print. But I don't understand what you mean by full page. If you mean by Excel from say A1 to XFD as full page, that is really, really, really. So let me open a particular document. Um, okay, so let me go here. File, open. I want to open a particular document so that I describe something for Bidemi. Okay. Training. Okay. Yeah. Training package. Microsoft Excel. Okay. Learning tools. Assignments. Okay. Okay. So this is the assignment I'm going to be giving everyone today, because next Saturday we're going to be dealing with formulas. This is the assignment I'm going to be giving everyone. So this is an assignment of a student in a classroom and all that. So you're going to put in. So I think I did 40 here. So do your own 40. Do your 40, and when you do your 40, we are going to all be submitting this. I'm going to send us you're going to send it directly to the WhatsApp admin, the WhatsApp admin that has been posting messages on the platform. Send it to that WhatsApp number that this is your assignment. Okay. So, um, so this is how do I print this out? Bidemi, are you with me? Okay. Messi is saying page preview. Okay, we're gonna go to that. Okay, so how do I print this out? Bidemi. I go to File, Print. You see, it displays it there. It displays it right there. And right here, I can see one of one. It's not showing one of two. So which means they are not extending down to another page. I click on this show margin. I've already worked on this. You see, it's showing the margins. I've shifted everything and all that. So take for example, let's go back to home. I select here, right click. Okay, so let me select here down to B. I can hide it. So, okay. So I didn't show you guys that. You can actually hide a cell, and to unhide a cell, you select the cell close to it, highlight it down to the end, click on it and drag down to the end, right click, unhide, it comes out. Okay. So you click and drag like this, right click, hide. Okay, so to print, let me go to BDMIS question. You click on the file, print. When you click on print, it shows the preview. In this preview area, if yours is extending down to one of two, that's why you have this show margin to show you the margin so that you can work on it. Take for example now look at this other names. Other names, I can still shift it a little. I can still shift it a little. Okay. So I can still come here and still increase it. So that's why you have all these lines for you to work on them. You can use it to work on them. Then select your printer, then print. That's how you handle that. So that's how you print a full page. However, if you now have on Excel, you have this like this. So let's highlight it. Control C. So let's say we have it in this also, Control V. Extended down to this place. How do I print this thing down? So I don't mind whether it is tiny. I want to print it out. I can go to print. Okay. So in this place here, this area here, that's where we can work on it. There's a place here where we select entire workbook. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my system is quite slow in that area. Sorry. Let's go that. Say print active. Let's ignore print area. Let's see. Okay, so let me show you another way around it. So let's go back to home. I can as well just come here, highlight it down to the end, highlight it down to the end, go to File, Print, and say Print Selection. So it's showing you one of three. So that's where you can now come to this place and choose landscape. You see, it's still showing. I can work on it. So you use here to work on whatever you want to work on. You can choose the entire there's supposed to be something entire worksheet that's supposed to be here. Maybe because of this is an older version, but you can choose landscape, portrait, select F4 or letter, shows the margin. I don't want that margin there, so let me remove the margin. So I have 1 of 4. So like I said, you can use your margin to work on it. It all depends. If you're not able to achieve it, you're not able to achieve it. So you can reduce the font size, reduce the font style, and all that. You see, this thing is so big, so I can reduce it, So you can work on it and still go back to the print area. Okay, so I can just click on it, highlight it down to the end like this, and just do one, so it will affect others. Okay, okay, do one, it will affect others also. Okay, so these are the ways to work on Microsoft Excel. Okay, so that's how to print out documents in Microsoft Excel. So a total, average is not showing. That's why it's showing those hash signs. So you just expand them. Okay. So do we get that, Bidemi? Do we get that? So Mercy, I believe what I just said now will also now answer your question in that area. Okay, thank you very much, Matt, Explore Matt. Thank you very much. I love that comment. You said, "Well done, sir. I'm learning new things in this session." Thank you very much for that beautiful comment. Okay, so please, will the hidden one show in printing area? No, it won't. It won't show because it's hidden. Okay. And the same thing in Microsoft PowerPoint also. The same thing in Microsoft Word also. When you hide a sheet, it does not show in printing area. When you hide a cell or a entire column or row, it does not show in printing area. But the way you will know, so let me show you how you will know that something is hidden. This is how you will know. It's supposed to start with AB. Yeah. You see in the frame, it's showing CD. So it can't show it CD, it can't start with CD. It shows that something is hidden there. So you just click on it from the frame, highlight it down to the end, right click on hide, and it brings it out. So most times when someone gives you an Excel sheet and you look at A, B, C, D, E, there's no F, know that F is hidden. So just select G. So let's hide F now, right click on F, hide. So there's E, there's no F. So what I do, there's E, there's no F. So I click on G, highlight it to E, right click on hide. So it brings out F. I can say, oh, I want to hide position. I don't want the person that I'm sending this document to, I don't want the person to see it. So hide. See it, I can highlight X down to Q, right click on hide. It comes out. Okay. So that's one part of the basic class that we have. So my Excel print does not have the option. Your options you are demonstrating right now, please help. I'm using MS. This is Excel. Okay, the reason why it's not showing is because there's no printer installed on your system. Mine is showing that there's a printer. That's why it's not showing. Okay, so if you check mine now, let me go there, file, print. That's because you see there's a printer. There's a printer. If yours is just showing fax, you see it's not showing at all. It's not showing at all. If yours is showing, mine there's a lot of printers installed there. If yours is showing send to OneNote, so maybe check again and select a printer. There must be a printer installed on that system. You see, it's not showing, but if there's a printer, it will definitely preview itself. Hmm? Okay, it's trying to connect to the printer and all that. So, okay, maybe you had this kind of challenge issue, but let me go back to the printer that was connected, that was ready. Let me see. Ah, what's going on? This thing was working now. Let me go back again. File, print. Hmm? I hope someone has not affected me with his virus. Ah, what's going on? Ah, what is happening? What is happening? Let's go back there again. Let me go back. Yeah. It was showing, it was really, really showing. Ademola Taiwo, what's happening? Yeah, it's showing you option to print to PDF. That's because there's a PDF printer installed there. But nevertheless, I guess you've seen it earlier that I showed. Ademola, eh? Don't let me stretch anointing, no. Hmm? Don't let me stretch anointing. Okay, so let's give it a break. Maybe it will come back later, but let's go back. Let me select the printer that was ready before. Let me select it. Okay. Okay. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, Ademola, we wanted to fight too. Ah, okay. So maybe install a printer on your system. Hmm? Just go to your printer option on your system, control panel, printer, and just do as if you want to install. They are already pre-installed printer, so reinstall it. So that will help you on control panel. Okay. So let me go back. So let's do some basic things. Okay, we've hit a milestone. Let's hit another milestone. Okay. So we understand merge, right? How to merge, right? Please, I need your comments. How do you write vertically at the headers? Yes, that's the next stage we are going. But I want us to confirm that the first stage, that we've understand that first stage. So we are going to formatting now, how to format your documents. So somebody is saying, I'm an SSC holder. I've been seeing jobs as a computer operator. So this will also be okay for you. Someone is a working class person, and in an interview, they ask you in the scale of 1 to 10, how do you know Microsoft Excel? So with what I want to show you, formatting a document, what I want to show you, you'll be able to answer 5. At least you say, I can do 5. Then I said, okay, 5 in the respect, like, can you do formulas? You let them know, but I can format all the documents and all that. But formulas, I can't do that. So you can do a 5%. Formulas are quite easy. Formulas are easy on Microsoft Excel. If you are like Explore Maths, who is a mathematician, Explore Maths, I believe it will be it will be easy for him. He will just get it very, very easy. Yeah. So Ayomi, let me put your question up there so that in case I'm not answering it, so that it will show that we need to answer that. So the next stage we are going now is formatting. So everything I've showed you is how to key in things, information on Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to go away from this assignment. Let's go back to what we were using. Okay, so how do we format it? Like I said, any cell you did not click on, you cannot create any changes on. So first of all, we have conditional formatting. We have format as table. We have cell style. Okay. Then this insert and all that is still the same thing as right clicking, inserting a cell. So when I right click, it tells me shift cell right, shift cell down, entire row, entire column. So I say entire row. So it brings out an entire row for me. You understand? So when I right click and say insert entire column, it brings out an entire column for me down. So, but I don't need any of that right now. So I'm still fine where I am. Okay. So we have delete. To delete an entire row, entire column, delete an entire sheet. It's the same thing as just coming to the Samsung, right click and just say delete. I can rename. I can insert another sheet. I can move. I can protect it. So let me do protect. So this sheet, I want to send it to my colleague, and I don't want him or her to tamper with anything on the sheet. I can right click on this sheet and click on protect sheet. So it asks you, what do you want to protect? Select lock cell, select unlock cell, format cell. So I can just say, do you know what? All. I want to password everything. The person cannot insert, the person cannot delete any column, the person cannot sort, the person cannot, we'll go to all those things. The person cannot do anything. And I put a password. Student. Sorry, let me see if I'm doing case sensitive here. Okay, small letter. Students. Students. I click on OK. And it asks me to retype it. Students. Click on OK. So if I send this document to someone and the person wants to insert, the person will not be able to insert. Because I'm the owner, you say I can insert. But the person will not be able to insert. It will require, ask the person for password. Okay, so let me, I don't want to permanently delete. Let me see. Okay, that's the way to password. I think that can only be displayed on two monitors, but right now we're just using one monitor. Okay, so but that's how to insert a password. So right click on the sheet, protect sheet. So when I click on protect sheet, it requires for a password, students. So for example, I type a wrong password. It tells me the password you supply is not correct. So I click on OK. I right click on protect. So I must type in the right password. Okay. Did we get that? Did you get that? Okay. So um, we have here also. So let's go to the formatting. So conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is in terms of whatever we want to do. I will go to that, but it's very bogus. So let me go to format as table first of all. So I can select this entire sheet like this, highlight it down to the end, and click on format as table. So when I format as table, it brings in different options. So I want to use, let me use the purple. I'm a purple guy, so let me use the purple. So I use purple. So it tells you where is the data for this. So it has highlighted it based on where I've highlighted it to. So what that means is that anything I type outside this table, Excel will not recognize it based on this table. So what is table used for? Table is used to actually analyze data quickly. Table is used to analyze your data in a comprehensive manner. So it brings things within the table, gives you information quickly within the table. So as it is right here, where's the data and all that? My table, so I click on OK. So if, for example, This is what I've selected. So date, you see these arrows pointing, those are my filter. I want to select a particular date. Oh, so let's go down to, let me show you this on, let's show you this on this. Let's use this. Okay, no, let's use data sets. So this is a data set I want to use. So I have sales record. So this is a sales record. This is a so much data and so much information for a company that sells electronics. So this is a company that sells electronics. They have different branches. So take for example, you happen to work in an organization and you have all this data, all this information. They submit it to you, or you are the one taking these records. So let me go to remove the filter. So this has already been converted to a table. So how do I know? Format as table. So I go here, highlight it down to the end. This information is very, very long. Let me see. Scroll down to the end. You see I have over 15,000 worth of data here. So I can come here and format as table and select it. Like I said, it has already been formatted as a table. So when you format as table, this is how it appears. So take for example, I want to filter. I want to know so region, Asia region. So when you click on that arrow, so let's go, let me zoom it. So region, your boss is telling you, I want to know the number of products Asia region sold this month. So this filter sign here, when you click on it, on select Europe, on select North America, click on OK. So it brings out Asia. So Asia, look at it. If you see ready here, we have 3,050 worth of data for Asia. So Asia on so other dates, this was the other date, unit cost, price, quantity ordered 9 pieces. That brings a total cost of this, sales, profit. It was done and online. The channel that they bought was online. Promotion, you see, season discount and all that. So then your boss said, is it only Asia? Give me in Busa. So I can click on this select all, click on it, and just select only Busa, that city. I want only that city. And click on OK. You see, that city only has, sorry, 54 sales. And it says, 54 sales in this month. You now say, no, sir, please, I need, you now say, please, I need it for 2013. Only 2013, how many they sold? So you come to date, order date, click on it, select only 2013, click on OK. So they sold 19 worth of goods in 2013. Then they now say, is it all of them in store or online? So you now go to channel. Sir, they were all stores, not online. So they sold 19 worth of products in their stores. I don't know. Are we getting this? Are we getting this? Are we getting this? Are we getting this? In, can some persons just tell me, Sam, getting you, Sam, getting you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Can someone just say, I'm getting you, so that I just need one person? One person is enough for me right now. So that I go down. Okay. 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 Yes. Ayomi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's go back to our data. So formatting of table, right? So that's how you can format. So you can click on it, select, filter the information you want. So your boss is telling you, I want to know number of mail. So let's go, even without doing it, formatting it as a table. Let's use this data, this student data. Your boss is telling you, um, Ayomi, I want to know how many people scored from 70 and above. Just go to data, click on filter. When you click on filter, it brings in these arrows. You see these arrows? It brings in these arrows. So you want to know from English, how many people score from 70 and above? So you come here, when you click on it, you deselect everything. You select 70, 80, 87. So you select them down to the highest, click on OK. When you click on OK, so it tells you here 23 out of 40 persons scored from 70 and above. So, and these are their names. So let me remove this freeze panel here. I'm going to show us how to do that also. So you see, these are their names here. So the 23 of them, you can now copy them and send them. So we're going to start doing formulas from next week. So I'm just showing you the basic. Sorry, yeah, next week Saturday, that's when we're going to deal with formulas. Like I said, formulas are very easy. All you just need to do, just carry your pen and your paper. And the assignments I'm going to give to everyone, just type it and use your pen and paper and write it down. One thing about Microsoft Excel, if you're not using it all the time, you can forget formulas. Writing it down will help you go back and refer to those formulas. So even top accountants forget formulas. So don't be saying, you must remember formula. No. Even top, it's when the use of it all the time keeps you afresh of these formulas. Okay. So that's how to filter this thing. So it says, okay, in English. What about in maths? In maths, I want people from 70. So you select 70 in maths. Okay. So what has happened? It has reduced it to 18. What about in geography? You select it also in geography also. It has reduced to 14. What about in chemistry? Sorry, 70 and above. So you select them and click on OK. So it has now told you 5%. So 5% scored high, 1, 2, 3, 4 in these 4 subjects. Okay. So you might see yourself working in school and all that, the same thing. We'll come to all these formulas, how we got this pass, how we got average, how we got all those things. We'll come to all these formulas, okay? So, but I need you guys to actually look at this. So next week we'll be talking about formulas. So but you need to know this basic Microsoft Excel, okay? So that's it about data filter. So how do we turn things to be vertical? Okay. So we're also going to talk about charts also. So let me see. We're going to talk about charts also. So how do we make it vertical? All we just need to do is, let me select, okay, this. So let's remove the filter. Let me highlight this, go there, give it black. Okay. So I want to turn sex vertical. So I right click on sex, right click. Are you with me? Right click, format cell. So in format cell here, we have alignment, we have font, we have border, we have fill, we have protect. Okay. So we have number. In number, we have general number, currency. So there's different ways to format. But this is just a text. So we say text or general. So come to alignment. If you look at alignment, we have general, we have bottom. It is not text wrapped, it is not shrink to fit. Yeah? The text direction is from right to left. Okay. So orientation is where we are going. So orientation, I want it to be vertical. So it's at 90 degree. I click on OK. That's it there. Let me do it again for timing. I right click, format cell, click on alignment, go to orientation, move the orientation bar. You see it has moved to 90. Click on OK. So I can come here, center alignment. So I can do it for timeout again. Right click, format cell, orientation, alignment rather, then go to orientation, then click on OK and put it on center align. Is that clear, Ayomi? Is that clear, Ayomi? Is that clear, Ayomi? So that I can remove your question from the screen. Is that clear? Do you understand, Ayomi? Ayomi, I'm still waiting for your response. If you are still here with us, if you're still here with us, Ayomi. Okay. Messi, you're saying no, sir. Okay, Ayomi, yes, you are with me, and you've gotten it right. You've gotten it. I want to believe you've gotten it. Okay. So let's move to other parts of today. We just have some few minutes left. Okay. Just have some few minutes left. Okay. So let's go to this place. Okay, so that's how to change the orientation. So I can also come here, right click, go to the same format and put it to be minus 90. So it comes out like this. So instead of it going from bottom up, it comes out from up down also. So whichever orientation you want, you can still right click, format cell. So I can put it as minus 45. So it's that way. So whatever way you want it, you can put it. There are different ways to just beautify your work and make your work look. All these are just part of formatting and all that. Okay. So okay, let's go to insert. Okay. So on insert, let's do insert here on assignment, and let's go to data. Okay, we've removed it. So on insert, you can insert a picture, you can insert a table, picture, clip art, shapes, smart art. So let's start with picture. You know how to insert picture if you've done Microsoft Word. Smart arts. Smart arts are in terms of hierarchy, process, and all that. You can do all of that. Usually it is done used majorly in Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. Then a screenshot, I can do a screen clip. of my screen, and that happens also, like screen grabbing your screen. I can insert a column, a line, a pie chart, a bar chart, an area, a scatter, other charts. So I can come here and see other charts also. But one thing you should know is that charts do not work without numbers. So there must be a parameter for it. And what is the parameter? Parameter is I want these three persons and their mathematics results. Okay, these four persons or these five persons and their mathematics results. I click on insert, I go to column, I select this chart. So you're seeing this, it has prepared a chart for me, for them, for the five of them. So you cannot say, I want to create a chart and you've not selected the data. You must select the data. So Samuel is at 90. So I can choose to even put the values also when doing the, so I can come to, you see, when I clicked on insert chart, when I clicked on the column chart, it brought out a design for me. Here I can design my chart. I can come here and select a 3D kind of chart, select this kind of chart. I can, you see where I selected the data, that's what it's showing me. These are the data and all that. Let's go there. I can come here and say, I want the data to be like this. So you see, it's showing, so under this chart layout, I can select, it's showing the numbers on all of them. I can say, no, I want it like this. It's showing them. I can say, no, I want it like this. Or I can say, why don't we do it like this? I can say, no, I want it like this. So you can select different layouts for your Microsoft Excel charts. Okay, okay, I believe this is understood. So let's go. So I can carry this chart, right click on it with my mouse and say cut, create a new sheet, Control V, paste, and paste it there. Okay, and when I click on it like this, remember I have design here. I select this, for example. If I go down to Festus, so Festus is saying 88. If I go down to Festus, that is saying 88, and I selected 45, when I click on enter and go down to the chart, you see it has dropped 45. Okay, let me zoom this. If I go down to Festus again and put the 88, enter. If I go down to the chart, you see showing 88. So when you tamper with the data that you've created a chart with, the chart will definitely be tampered with. Okay, the chart will definitely be tampered with. So if you understand this, let me know. You understand the charts, the insert. So let's move further. So this is short charts. Let me just put it there. Save. Okay, so we have on the same assignment, I've shown you the vertical formatting, vertical or horizontal kind of formatting, depending on what you want. Okay, so then on the same insert, okay, we have hyperlink. So take for example, you want this, maybe there are a lot of information or notes about this, or there's a website connected to surname. You can hyperlink it. Just click on insert, hyperlink. So I can put www.aidplanetconsulting.com and click on OK. When I click on OK, you see it's forming a hand. You see the hyperlink address is showing. So when someone sees it that way on the line, the person knows that, oh, it takes me somewhere. So the person clicks on it and it takes the person to that particular website. So there's more to this surname. Okay, so I can right click on that same cell and remove hyperlink. Okay, Control Z, Control Z. So let's take it back to. So that's for hyperlink. So every others are just the same way it is on Microsoft Word. Page layout. Let's go to page layout. On page layout, we have a theme, we have color, font, effect, all of that. Then we have margins. Remember, we used margin, so I can say normal margin. So the normal margins are showing those dotted lines. You see them showing. Orientation. I'm doing using landscape or portrait. Then, if you have your own custom size, you can choose more paper size apart from the ones that you have here. You can do that. Then print area, set print area, clear print area. Then we have bricks like the way you have it on Microsoft Word. Then background, you can set up a background and set up a picture and say I need internet logo to be on the background. So that's it at the background. You see that's picture at the background. So okay. So we have print titles. So this print titles is a very, very delicate matter. Very, very delicate. Excuse me. So print titles is where, let's go back to this. So remember we did this and we had it down to 64. We went to file, we went to print, and it was showing, but remember it is page 1 of 2. So you see, if you look at right here, page 2, the title is not here. So what if someone comes in and the person does not know what is it for he or she to type or write here? Maybe it's a printed out document. You want to duplicate your title on every sheet. So you don't want to be copying and pasting your title. This your title that you have, this serial number, this. Let's take this one back. Let's take this two back. You don't want to be copying. Just look at the margins now. The margins ended here. See, it ended here, which is 47. So I will now come here, right click, insert. Now go down here, copy my title, Control C, and come down to that place there, Control V, and be pasting it there. Look at what I just did. Let's go to print. On the print preview, so if we go to page 2, this is what I just manually did. Instead of that, so let me show you what you can do. Control Z. You want your title to just come up on every sheet. So which means I can extend here down to, so let's extend here down to 300. Or let's end it in a particular border. Okay, so let's end it here. So you see, because I formatted it as a table, you see, it just carried everything at once and put it there for me. That's the benefit of table, formatting your table. So whatever formatting that you've given it to it, when you format as a table, you don't need to stress yourself anymore. It's accept it going forward because you formatted as a table. Okay, so these titles, I want to put these titles. So I go to page layout and I go to print titles. So it tells me print title, which area, which rows to repeat at top. Print area, rows to repeat at top, columns to repeat at left. So I click on this. This is the rows I want to repeat. I click here again and I click on print preview. You see, that's it there. Page 2, that is it there. Page 3, that is it there. Page 4, that is it there. Page 5, that is it there. Page 6, that is it there. Page 7, that is it there. Page 8, that is it there. So I don't need to now be copying and pasting and putting the title. With just my page title, print titles rather, I have successfully duplicated my title. So if we are checking right now, you will not see the title. You won't see the title. But I've already set that command for it to happen on Microsoft Excel. Do we get that? Do we get that? Is it clear? This is Coach John. Is it clear? It is clear. Is it clear? Yes. Thank you very much, Olabode. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ayomi. Thank you very much. Where is Messi? Messi, are you still connected? Where is Taiwo? Taiwo, are you still connected? Ademola Taiwo, are you still connected? Are you still connected? Messi, are you still connected? Taiwo, Ola Oluwa Keta. Sorry if I murdered your name. Sorry. Are you still connected? Okay. Ademola Taiwo is still connected. Please just type connected, connected. Yeah, so that I get it. Okay. Oh, explore maths. You're still with us. Okay. You're still with us. Okay. You said we should explain the learn the titles. Okay. So what we'll do, let's do it this way again. So I'm going to go back to it again. Let's do it again. So I said on page layout, we have print titles. Instead of you always repeating your title, you have over 300 things to talk about. So let's go to my data set. So let's remove the filter. I have this title and I have over 15,000 things here. When I go to my file, print, show print preview, you see it, page down to page 1 of 960. See, page 2 is not showing. I can just go down, just go to my page layout, print titles, rows to repeat at top. I want this row to repeat at top. Click on it, select that row, click on 1. So it highlights that entire row. Click on here, click on OK. That's all. So I go to File, Print, Show Print Preview. You see, when I go to page 2, you see, the title is still showing. Before, it was not showing. So I don't need to now be duplicating my titles. Excel, as I've given Excel a command already, that I want these titles to follow all my data from beginning to the ending when I print preview. So when I print out, all these titles are going to be there instead of copying and pasting, copying and pasting. So it saves you that stress using page layouts, print, titles. Okay, so we have all these the grill lines preview. You see, those are the lines that are showing in between the cell frame. Those are the grill line. Then headline line, you see it has gone off, which is if frames they've gone off. Okay, so bring to front, send to back, select panel. All these are Microsoft Word kind of thing. So formulas, this is going to be next week, Saturday. So I believe more persons would have gone watch this video and they are looking forward to learning the formulas. Okay, so yeah, let's go to data. So data, I've already taught you guys about. Um, okay, I've taught everyone about. Let me check what's going on. Um, okay, sorry, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay. Okay, sorry, just give me a moment, please. Everyone, a moment. Um, Please, like I said earlier, you can invite more persons to join the group page. This is not the only training we are offering. We offer more free trainings. Um, and the goal is to actually train more persons so that for us, it's a brand identity for us. When you say, "Oh, I was trained by 8 Planet," I attended 8 Planet training, and I was trained. So it's a brand identity for us. So wherever you go, when you hold the certificates, and they said, "Who issued this certificate?" Oh, I did my training, my Microsoft Excel training, basic and intermediate training from 8 Planet Limited. It was quite interesting. So that can be a selling point for us whenever some of you go to these organizations and the likes. So so please don't it's not a waste of time. That's the way I will put it. It's not a waste of time. You're not wasting your time doing all this right now. Okay. So is there any question? I want to hear questions from anyone. Is there any question? Deeply come. Okay. Thank you very much. I get it now. Thank you very much, Explore. Messi. Okay, Messi, you're just responding that you're here. Okay, so I am deeply appreciative of this initiative to train people free of charge. Yeah, it's what we decide to do to just put our brand out there to make people know, understand that we offer this training. So if you go down to our website, you see that these trainings are paid trainings. We offer these trainings. This basic and intermediate training is going for, I think, 50,000 there. So for 2 weeks. So whatever you're getting right now, it's a 50,000 naira training that's for free. Yes, however, if you had the online is virtual training, which you are doing right now, is cheaper than that. Is lesser than that when it comes to the fee, but it's still we're still giving you the same value for the basic and intermediate training. We're still giving you the same value. We're not trying to water it down to say, oh, because they didn't pay and all that. For some of you who have gotten this right now, I believe when you are telling others who did not join, who you were telling join, you say, I beg, when you're telling others, they'll be like, if I had known, I would have joined though. So you mean I have to pay X amount now for me to join? So you tell them, you see, that's why they always say that the first partaker of something, they're always the ones to benefit than the people who now later come to join. Because you see, there's a platform, an AI platform I used one time, even ChatGPT, that we all know. ChatGPT came out for free, but now ChatGPT is no longer free. So when it came out for free, everybody were all using it. Some persons didn't want to use it. But now for you to enjoy ChatGPT, you need to pay for it. So that's the way it is right now. So you're getting it for free. You're the first partakers. By the time you get your certificate, you snap with your certificate and said, I did a training from 8 planets and all that. And you send it down. We put it out there for people to see. And it's a added advantage to you and to us also as well. So and people will be wondering, so they give you certificates. If I had known, I would have joined you. So thank you very much for joining, and I believe you are learning something. Is improving your skills. You are getting to learn something and is improving your skills. So don't stop. Keep inviting people. We all have the privilege to add people on the group page. We all have the privilege to add people on the group page. So you can add people on the group page for them to join and partake of other trainings. So we set up a questionnaire. Hmm? We set up a questionnaire. Please respond to the questionnaires and let's uh, let's know what kind of training would you want us to do for free. We have those trainings. We are ready to do them for free. Let's know. So we'll take them one after the other as it goes. But the higher the number, the more it comes. But based on the also based on the facilitators' availability also. Okay. Okay. So let's move down to the next. So we're done with. So this is data. So data, we have filter, we have sorting first of all. So let me show you about sorting. So sorting is, let's use the students. Okay, so let's go to page layout, delete background. Okay, so let's use these students to do our sorting. Okay, let's use this student to do our sorting. So we have uh, Abdullahi down to these other persons. So I want to do them in, though this has been sorted out, I want to sort them. So data, I want to sort them from Z to A. So watch, Abdullahi has 70, 88, 90. So watch if it will change. You see, it didn't change. Why? Because I selected only the names. I'm saying that sort only the names from alphabetical order from Z to A. But when I say from A to Z, it comes back. But when I select all like this, let's look at Abdullahi 70, 88, 90. Let's look at Tony 70, 88, 65. And I click on it. You see Tony 70, 88, 65 appeared. And Abdullahi 70, 88, 90. You see it appear. So whenever you are sorting, highlight the area you want to sort. Don't just select only the names and you forget to select the parameters that are added to it. Else, you are going to be giving Tony Abdullahi's mark and Abdullahi is Tony's mark, scores rather. So please, when you want to sort, highlight whatever you want to sort out. That's for sorting. Then we have filter. I've showed you filter, how to filter. So you click here, you select whatever you want to filter. So let's leave it. Text to column. So we have text to column. So text to column. So take for example, I have, let's go down to this. Let's take project bio. So project bio, let's increase. Okay, let's do Samsung. So yeah, I have Julius Berger, Coach John. So I have Ayomi. Let me look at your full name. Ayomi Ayomi, wow. Shina Ayomi. Okay. Shina Ayomi. Okay. So we do Shina Ayomi. Then we do Ademola Taiwo. Okay. So we have this like that. So I have over 15,000 data like this, and I need to separate their name from their surname. All I just need to do is highlight it, go to data, text to column, leave it on space, separate. Whenever you see space, separate it. Then just click on finish. So you see it has pushed it here. So let's go back again. So let me insert a new cell here. So let's put here name, first name, then last name. But this information I need to separate it. So I'll highlight all of them, text to column, next. I want space. Space is what is separating them. Space, then finish. Okay. So it puts it here. So I have their first name here and I have their last name here. Is that clear? Is that really, really clear? Okay. Okay. So that's so remove duplicates. So take for example, we have this kind of data, or let's use the student. We have this kind of data. I want to remove duplicates. So wherever there's Tony, remove it. If there's another Tony, I click on remove duplicates. Continue with current selection. Remove duplicates from surname. Yes. Okay. 3 duplicate value found removed. So you see it removed duplicates. 3. Okay. So Control Z. So Samuel was twice. Adamu was twice. Abdullahi was twice. But if I want to do it in terms of the first name and the last name, I select it, remove duplicates. Yes. Surname and other names. Okay. It says me no duplicates. So nobody is bearing Tony Okafor here on this place. Nobody is bearing Taiwo Allison in this. Nobody is bearing Stella Atiku in this list. So that's how to remove duplicates. So let's come to data validation. Data validation, we have data validation. So take for example, I am preparing this particular sheet. In this data validation, instead of putting, I can say in this data, I want data validation setting, any value. No, I want only text. And the text length should not be more than minimum 1, maximum 2. I click on, then I put in a message. Input message should be error whenever anybody types such thing. Error alert. So let's say information. I put the error message. Type, 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 just M, mail, or F, female. I click on OK. So, sorry, I think I need to redo this again. Let's go back there, data validation. So let's go to the input message now. Let's remove it, error. Input message is not supposed to be error. So when I come here and type KROG, enter, see it brings out the error. Type just M, male, or F, female. I say okay. So I put in F, enter. So because I put in this, I said okay. You see it highlighted green there, telling me there's an error in this place. So my data validation, let's go to, sorry, my data validation, I can say ignore blank. Let me see. Okay, so let's go back there again. So I type FGDs, enter. You see it's showing green. So where I've not typed in anything showing green. So that's what data validation can do. So there are other things you can, in under data validation, when you go to the setting, you can choose whole number. So in a place where they need to type in BVN number, and BVN number is 10 numbers. So you can even put it in terms of whole number. So it should, minimum is 9, or you can say exactly 10, minimum 10, maximum 10. If the person went to go and type 11, it will show that there's an error there. So you can use data validation to help you validate a certain particular cell, because a lot of people are always typing. You want to, you are not the only one using the sheet. You are just creating it for the first time. You can use data validation for some cells, where like for account number, BVN number, NIM number, you can use data validation for it. So under data validation, apart from text, you see there's lists also. So for lists, this is the way list works. So take for example, in this sex, let me go back and clear data validation. So this is my data validation. Let me see. So this is a new data. I'm coming here, list, and it's asking me for list, which list source. I click on here, I come down here, and I select these two cells. Why am I selecting these two cells? I will show you why. And click on it and click on OK. So I come here, I type male. Come here, I type female. So watch what will happen. So you write here male, right here female, right here male, right here female. So instead of me typing, I can create a data validation for a particular column. I don't want to be typing male or female, male or female. I can just come to one side of it, put male and female, do conditional formatting on it, and select list. I can do it for date, I can do it for time, I can do it for text, which I've shown you text, but I have to show you for lists. So that's how it works for data validation. Okay, so if I come here, click here, mail, come here, click here, mail. Okay, do we get that? Do we get that? Do we get that? Okay, so I think we are going to be going into other advanced parts of it next week, Saturday. So next week, Saturday, we're going to be going into moving it from just this to formula. So under review, I've taught you guys on how to protect sheets. I'll just do this uh, on how to protect a workbook, the entire workbook. Then we'll now go to formula. So data is actually the last major thing here. So we'll now start going to formulas. Okay, I want to believe that you guys have learned something. Please, you can leave a comment. The group page is going to be open. Please don't post any personal thing. It's a complaints page. The group page is going to be open. Please just post your comment about what you learned today and all that. Assignment is going to be posted on the group page for everyone who attended. So do the assignment. If you have any question, you can ask the admin. You can ask the admin so that it will be clearer to you. Maybe then watch this video. This video is going to be live for some time. Watch this video and get the best. Before I go, is there any question? Before I go, is there any question? Do we get it? Before I go, do we get it? Okay, everything is cool. So we're going to be ending this section right now. So please, you can still go back and we'll rewatch the video. Do it yourself. I found out that in my life growing up, I found out that people who leave class and we go to the textbook and use the textbook and learn on their own, they're actually the ones that pass the exams. So don't just end when this session ends, don't just end it like that. Rewatch the video again. Do everything that I've done, do everything again, and you will see that by next Saturday, you actually you've actually done something good to yourself. Okay, it's going to worth the time. So thank you very much. The page is going to be open for questions and all that, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a nice day. Okay, live session is going to be downloaded. You can download it. I believe YouTube has a way to download it. I don't know, but you can figure that out yourself, please. But it's going to be on YouTube today. By tomorrow, it's not going to be there. So you can quickly download it or rewatch it, whichever one works out for you. Thank you very much, everyone.